Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ramachandra, Jai Shri Lakshmi Narasimha. So today I would like to speak about COVID-19 and the Omicron variant, a very important subject for today. And several people have requested me to elaborate on this subject as it's very important and it's happening every minute. So let's explain this in detail in today's video. I've already spoken about this subject in the past, but considering its importance, I'm sure this needs a separate video. So first of all, Omicron has created a lot of fear among the populace of this world, and it has, in most cases, it has made people feel that things are going to get worse. So let me explain it for you all today. Of course, let's understand the Omicrons train first. It was reported to the WHO from South Africa, as they claim it to be, on the 24th November 2021. The 24th of November 2021. And this coincides almost very closely with the Jupiter transit into Aquarius, which also happened 21st November 2021. So, first of all, let me explain. This is danger in the short term, benefit in the long term. Omicron as a variant poses danger not just because of being a variant, but so many other socio-economic factors, the government-related factors at the moment, that can cause a lot of danger in the short term to the economy, to people's health, etc., and benefit in the long term. As I've already mentioned in my previous videos, December 10, 2021 to May 2022 is certainly going to be a very negative time frame. So, as already mentioned, let's understand this. And at the same time, I've also explained that starting in the second week of December 2021, we're likely to see a bigger wave, and that will affect all the countries, most countries around the world, but mainly in the vaccinated countries. In this video, I have mistyped it as irrespective of vaccination, but it is actually mainly in the highly vaccinated countries, which I have clarified in most of my videos later on. So, invisible recovery from COVID-19 is going to begin starting the 21st of November. This is what I had said in January 2021 as well as in April 2020. I talked about invisible recovery from COVID-19 starting November 21, 2021. And as we all can see, COVID-19 is actually fading away with Omicron. There are so many cases, but very few deaths. In most places, it's dropped even below 0.5% mortality rate, and in some places even below 0.01%. So this is actually very significant good news, and it is one of the major signs that COVID-19 is beginning to wear away in terms of its influence over the people. And but at the same time, the short term holds a lot of danger. So let me explain that in detail now. Of course, the period that we are going through is very precarious. It is the Kala Sarpa Yoga, and many dangerous situations can occur during this particular time frame. So let's understand this now. Jabbed geographies. So of course everyone here would know what I mean by jabbed. Jabbed geographies are going to be affected very much, as we're already seeing. Starting in the second week of December, a new wave has begun for the United States, Europe, and so many more geographies. And the United States recently hit an all-new record of 580,000 cases, and that is quite big, and it is a very high vaccinated country. Several other European countries are also experiencing a similar situation. Israel, which is rolling out its fourth dose of vaccines for its residents, is also facing a new combination of the flu and COVID-19, and of course they're giving it very weird, wacky new names. So we're seeing that these jab geographies are certainly experiencing a new phase in their time frame, and I believe it is going to be very difficult for people to conduct their businesses and to also live a normal life altogether. So the new normal is again postponed to a large extent, and the next 4 months are going to be very much dangerous. I would say even 5 months, because this influence is not going to wear away in a matter of seconds as most people would hope it to. It is going to remain, and it is going to slowly fade away after May 2022. So let me explain this in detail now. So it's basically danger in the short term and benefit in the long term. In the short term, we'll see Omicron wreaking havoc and expanding in terms of its numbers, but not killing many people. And at the same time, the vaccinated geographies or the jabbed geographies are going to be affected the most. And the ones that are not vaccinated or jabbed, let me just show you a comparison of the two. So this is an excerpt from the WHO website. So it reads, currently in its fourth wave, Africa counted a little over 3,000 deaths reported during the first 3 weeks. According to WHO, around half as many cases were reported in the same time frame during the third wave, which was fueled by the Delta variant. And at the same time, let's just have a look at the United States. The United States reports almost 1,500 deaths, and this is almost every day as compared to the entire continent of Africa, which has a significantly larger population than the United States. And Africa counted a little over 3,000 deaths only, and that is also very sad. But let me just show you the comparison between the two, the United States and Africa, and it is very sad. The conclusion is so sad that the people of the United States have been fooled completely, and you know what I'm referring to again here. So the winners of the contest are very clear to the people. So it's basically danger in the short term and benefit in the long term. So we're going to see a lot of trouble for these jabbed geographies. And coming to the next point, which is very important, a roundup of whatever we have looked at. Let's look at the next few months. So to summarize it, severe danger from COVID-19, the economy, cyberspace, Mother Nature, and much more till May 2022. Government overreaction is going to fuel troubles for the economy, and slow and steady recovery thereafter will be seen. This applies to most of the countries, including India, and especially those who are very ambitious about their vaccination programs. Next, March to April 2022 is going to be the climatic event, as we would say it. And so let me just explain it in 3 stages. So in stage 1, we're going to see December 2021 to Feb 2022, a quick spread and new problems, which was already predicted in the past. And March 2022 to April 2022 is going to intensify and cause a lot of harm. Of course, there are going to be deaths, there are going to be hospitalizations, and there are going to be a lot of problems. The economy is going to suffer, and many more. Lot of unseen and sudden things could also happen during this time frame. So it is very unique and very powerful. However, after May 2022, we could see a slow recovery, especially for the economy. And of course, I do not mean to say that this is the end of the variant story. As long as 100% of the world population is vaccinated, there will be news of new variants just to get more people jabbed, of course. So we are going to have many more variants, and there is going to be a lot of hype in the future also. Till April 2023, we are going to see this COVID mania continue, and people are going to be affected mentally and completely emotionally by this particular situation. So this is certainly a bad situation, and towards the end of this, I'm sure we're going to see brighter days. But there's lots more over these 20 years which are going to be recognized as one of the fastest moving years in the world. The next 20 years are going to be the fastest moving years in terms of everything, absolutely everything. And coming back to this, let's move on to the synopsis or the conclusion. Omicron is dangerous for, of course, is source of intense dangers in the short term. Omicron is the beginning of the end of COVID-19. At the same time, it is going to outpace other dangerous variants, and it's going to replace them with milder infections, as we are already seeing, thus proving astrology right once again. And there may be other variants till 2023 April, but we need not worry too much, as the influence of COVID-19 will rapidly start reducing. So invisible recovery has started, but the short term is certainly dangerous. That's what I would say. Thank you so much. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ramachandra, Jai Shri Lakshmi Narasimha.